Hi, this is Jeremiah Desmarais, #1 best-selling author. I teach the financial services industry how to scale their businesses faster, smarter, and more efficiently. And I am here with my friend Steve August, the CEO of August & Wonder, with, I have to say, one of the most incredible pieces of art that relates to financial advisors that I've ever seen. Steve, thanks for making a few minutes today. Tell us about the thesis behind this. And actually, this is what I think is the most interesting. There is a story behind why this product is here today. So tell us about that.
Thanks, Jeremiah. So, the story behind the market, which is what this is called, we've called this piece, is this idea that, we spend a lot of times right now buried in our screens, interrupted by notifications, distracted. It's almost like we can't be really even present wherever we are, because we're always being pulled by the screens. And so the thesis for August & Wonder, which is the company that creates these, the company I founded, is that what if technology felt different? I mean, what if it felt like you were in your room, there was no screens, there was no interruptions, and yet you could tell what was going on in the world because the objects in your room were kind of rearranging themselves. So at a glance, you could tell where the stock market was, you could tell where the weather was, you could tell where your family was. And you'd still be totally present. You could be talking to somebody in your space, and you'd be totally present with them, and yet still informed. And we think that would be such a wonderful way to exist in the world, to coexist with technology. And so that was one of the big impetus for August & Wonder.
I absolutely agree with you on that, because even my wife and I, we are so cognizant of having time without screens. And in the kids that we mentor and that we work with, we teach the importance of spending time outside of the screen, right? I love your thesis. So tell us about the market. Now, this is a limited edition piece. There's only 300 made in the entire world. Tell us about this thing of beauty here.
Right. So the market came as an idea. I've been playing with a number of different concepts around the ideas I was just describing about being calm and having this kind of magical technology, but feeling like an old world piece of art, like art that informs, and technology with a soul is like what we like to call it. And so the market came about as, what is something that's dynamic in the world? I was interested in cryptocurrencies, I'm interested in the market. How could we capture that there's so much dynamism, there's so much drama that happens in the market every day, right? So all the news feeds, all the squawk boxes, all are going off, but it all sums up into, is it up or down, right? And so how could we encapsulate that? And so it came into my mind, the classic bull and bear on the seesaw. What we wanted to do is we wanted to enchant the object. So we wanted to make it look old, feel like something that would have been on somebody's desk 50 years ago, but imbue it with the ability to actually connect to what's going on in the actual world in real time. And so that's what the market does. It can connect out via Wi-Fi to 11 different global indexes and 5 different cryptocurrencies, all the major cryptocurrencies, and react in real time. And so as things are happening in the world, as money moves in the world, the market moves to reflect it. And it does so to up to 0.1% accuracy. So it's not only for show, it's actually an accurate financial instrument, as you might call it. And so we wanted to make this feel different from your regular tech. We didn't want to feel like an iPhone or something with a screen. We wanted it to feel like actual art that was enchanted. And so we've used all these really beautiful materials, Papua New Guinea rosewood, brass, zinc, copper, real metals, right? And created this feeling of something that has substantial. And one of the philosophies is it should succeed even if the power is off. Even if the power is off, you'd want that beautiful object in your space. And it succeeds beautifully. And so we do make these in a limited edition series. So this is the very first series. This is the debut object from August & Wonder. And this is the Series A.
Series A, beautiful.
Yeah.
I could just see this sitting in the office of a financial advisor. It's there, it's a conversation piece. And when he walks in the room, tell us a little bit about that idea that at a glance you get information that doesn't require you to connect with a piece of software or a piece of tech.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is one of the things that when I was doing the early research, I talked to a number of financial advisors, and one of the guys I talked to, he's like, you know, when I come back from being out, meeting with the client, not really paying attention to what's going on to the market too closely, first thing he says, he comes in and asks his assistant, how's the market doing? And he's got, you know, what if all I had to do was just glance over at my mantle and there was this enchanted piece of art that showed me exactly what was going on with the market, so I could know, oh, it's an up day, we're good. It's a down day, the bull or the bear is way up. I think the phones are going to start ringing pretty soon. I should probably mentally get prepared to talk people off the ledge. You know, all the things that happen with a financial advisor.
Fantastic. Now, I know that this integrates with your app.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about the app and how you can choose, you know, which markets.
So the app is a free download. It works on iOS or Android. And really what it does is it helps you connect your market to the internet, and then it helps you control, it lets you control which market, which index, or which cryptocurrency that you want it to point to. So we can point, let's say we just point at the S&P right now, and it'll update, and it'll move depending on however the index or cryptocurrency is doing.
That's awesome, I just saw it move.
Right on. So let's try Bitcoin. Bitcoin's been having a rough stretch, but it's bouncing back a bit today.
Wow.
So up 1%.
That is amazing. The bull's on top on that one.
Yep. So bull up, market bear market down.
Yeah.
So.
Man, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. So there's even a feature that on the front of it, right? That like you have this old world dial. I'm reminded of like old sailor, you know, navigational instruments and so forth. You've got something right here in the front. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so it's very intentional, the kind of notes that we were hitting in the front. So the sextant, to put the scale that shows that it's actually precise degrees or precise percent change. Then the scope looks like an eyepiece, so there's a little bit of steampunk, kind of Gilded Age type of design. And then the LED, we modeled after the old tube amplifiers. You know, they had this special glow on the meters, the VU meters, and we wanted to capture that kind of glow, that kind of warmth. Because so much of technology, while beautiful and useful, is really cold, right? There's this, you know, cold light to it. We wanted to make this very warm and organic. And so even the LED, we've programmed it to pulse and breathe in very specific ways. So when it's updating, it's actually doing this beautiful pulse when it's going out to get the data, and then when it sinks in, it, you know, locks back in.
Wow, unbelievable. Well, if you're looking for the gift for the person who has everything, I couldn't think of a better gift to give than this. Now, only 300 of these are made, and then after that, no more.
Yeah, of this series.
Of this series.
Yeah, so
right.
there'll be follow-on series with different finishes, different materials, but each series will be limited edition.
Limited edition.
So only 300 people in the world will own this specific edition. It'll have a special mark on the bottom. Each one has got a serial number engraved on the back that denotes the series and which number you have in the series. So it's a very exclusive item.
Outstanding. How do we get one?
So you go to augustwonder.com is the best place to get one. And right now we're in our pre-order phase for just a couple more weeks till July 20th, and then we'll be starting to ship in August. So right now is the best time to get it because the price is dramatically lower than it will be once we start shipping.
Outstanding. Well, listen, Steve, thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Phenomenal, phenomenal concept. I love the thesis even more. Wish you continued success, brother.
Thanks, Jeremiah. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.